Have you ever typed out a long message, then deleted it, because you knew they wouldn't read it anyway? Have you ever scrolled through old conversations, wondering when things changed, and why it suddenly felt like you no longer mattered? Have you ever stared at your phone hoping anyone would call? Hoping someone would run to you and say, "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have left you like that." But they never did. And so you started to wonder, maybe I wasn't enough. Maybe I'm too much. Maybe I was never truly loved to begin with. I know exactly how that feels. I've sat in a dark room, hugging a pillow, like it could stop my heart from breaking. I've cried quietly so no one would hear. No one called. No one asked if I was okay. And the silence was the loudest thing I've ever heard. Worst of all, I began to believe that even God had gone silent on me. I remember whispering, "God, if you really love me, why does it feel like you've left?" And then I saw myself in the words of David, my God, why have you forsaken me? Why are you so far from saving me? So far from my cries of anguish." Psalm 22:1. If even David, a man after God's own heart, once felt abandoned, then maybe I wasn't so weak after all. Maybe I was just human. And maybe God wasn't angry with my sadness. Because looking back now, I see it clearly. God's silence wasn't his absence. It was the start of something new. The beginning of healing, of restoration, of the journey I want to share with you right now. There's a kind of silence that doesn't feel peaceful. It feels empty, cold, like an echo of everything that once was and no longer is. That's what I felt when everyone I trusted disappeared. When prayers felt like they hit the ceiling and bounced back. When worship songs no longer moved me. When I sat in church but felt like I didn't belong. I thought God was gone. But slowly, in the stillness, in the smallest details, I began to notice something. Not a voice from the sky, not a burning bush, not an angel with a trumpet. No, it was much quieter than that. It was in the moment someone texted me, "Hey, just wanted to check on you." It was in a verse that popped up on my screen. I will never leave you nor forsake you. Hebrews 13:5. It was in a song I hadn't heard in years. But suddenly it played. And the lyrics said exactly what my soul couldn't say. God hadn't left. He was right there in every whisper, in every pause, in every quiet miracle I didn't see at first. You see, sometimes when God is silent, it's not because He's absent. It's because He's close. So close that He doesn't need to shout. He knows that in the deepest pain, we don't need noise. We need presence. And His presence was with me, even when I couldn't feel it, even when I doubted it, even when I wanted to give up. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34, hours, 18 minutes. That verse became an anchor for me because I was crushed, but He was close. And day by day, minute by minute, I began to breathe again. Not because the pain left, but because I wasn't alone in it anymore. God never promised that we wouldn't walk through fire, but He did promise this: when you pass through the waters, I will be with you. The rivers will not overwhelm you. When you walk through the fire, you will not be burned. Isaiah 43:2. That's how I survived, and that's how you will too. There was a moment when I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself. The girl staring back at me. Her eyes were tired, her shoulders low, her heart still beating but barely. I whispered to her, "You're still here." That's something. And maybe that's where healing begins. Not with fireworks, but with a quiet acknowledgement. I'm still here. You see, healing doesn't look like a straight line. Some days you'll laugh again. Some days you'll cry for no reason. Some days you'll feel strong. And some days you'll feel shattered again. That doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're becoming the woman who can still stand after being knocked down. Becoming the heart that still chooses to love after being betrayed. Becoming the soul that finds beauty in ashes. He gives beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning, and a garment of praise for the spirit of despair. Isaiah 61:3. That verse isn't just poetry. It's a promise. It's your promise. You were never meant to stay in that pain. You were never meant to be defined by who left, or what hurt you, or what went wrong. God never called you damaged. He calls you beloved daughter, chosen, redeemed, restored. So even if you're still crying, even if your heart still aches at night, even if you're not there yet, you're further than you were yesterday. You're healing in ways you don't even see. You're rising not because of your own strength, but because the one who holds the stars is holding you. 2. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. Proverbs 31:25. You may not feel like her right now, but one day you will. And when that day comes, when you rise, when you breathe, when you smile again, you will remember this moment, and you will whisper to yourself, just like I did, I wasn't broken. I was becoming